capital for the last stop of the Dream's 4-game road trip. Starting with the starting lineups, we'll start with the Atlanta Dream. As you see, Sika.
The Dream have to do is play smart defense. This Washington team leads the W in personal fouls drawn and free throw attempts. And the other thing is catch and shoot threes. 93% of Atlanta's three-point attempts and shots are all assisted on. They've got to be able to be ready to shoot.
Washington starts off with the ball in their red. Atlanta with the white jerseys on, opposing. First on the defensive end, Shakira Austin rims around a bit, but gets the first points on the board.
She's going to put pressure on the rim, exactly as they should. Howard putting pressure downhill.
Ryan Howard sends it out to Alisha Gray, short on the 3. 7 threes that were made in the previous game against Seattle. That is something that we haven't grown to see against the Dream, and right away, Shakira Austin with the first 4 points of this ball game. Up with the bucket, the foul, and an opportunity for the three-point play, and off the mark on the free throw, Alisha Gray comes up with the rebound. Jordan Canada, soft touch on the inside and puts Atlanta on the board.
JC had a couple good games during the break where she just put the team on her back, and it was the aggressive play, touching the paint with her feet, but also looking out for her teammates being able to score at the same time.
Fourth and final game of this 4-game road trip. We mentioned it, there were going to be 6 games in that 10-day span for the Atlanta Dream. They knew it was going averaging double figures for the Atlanta Dream. Jordan Canada, one of them, just under 12 points per game, is Ryan Howard. You said you wanted to see more threes, and Ryan Howard delivers.
And Ryan Howard is a player who can create off that 3 ball as well. She just draws in so many defenders. You don't know if she's going to take it to the rack, pass it, or go up for the 3.
Ryan Howard can score on all levels of the floor, coming off of a 27-point game in the loss against Seattle, and right away, 3rd trip down the floor and the 3rd look for Shakira Austin.
And we told you they're going to do this collectively.
70% from the free throw line. The rebound. Pace is a very important factor for Atlanta in transition. Short on the 3, but that's why, because they get a lot of good looks in the open floor.
And right away you see Sika Kone giving them an extra possession, and this is what happens when they get extra possessions. Now Alisha Gray gets 2 feet in the paint, and she finds her rhythm.
And the assist coming from Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada, as we mentioned, just 2 points away from another double-double. She had the 10 assists against Seattle. Angel Reese all the way up the floor. No call. Alisha Gray gets fouled on the putback. She'll get 2 at the charity stripe.
Right there, Angel Gray, both in attempts and in makes. So she really knows how to put the pressure on them inside.
Knocks down the 2nd of the pair. Atlanta with a 4-point lead with about 2 minutes into this ball game. Jordan Canada hovering Georgia Amor. Amor behind the back, pulls up in the middle, and finds a way to drop it in.
Looking shifty out there. Georgia Amor looking faster before she missed the last couple games.
Angel Reese rebound, and no contact that she wanted on the inside. Instead, it will go back to the Mystics.
And right away,
it is well documented that Angel Reese is a monster on the O board, so them not giving up points off of it, you would think is on the play. So Alisha Gray with the steal and the pick 6 for 2, and puts Atlanta at 10-6.
Atlanta has 4 of the top 10 players in steals per game, including Alisha Gray.
Georgia Amor, nifty move on the baseline with the up and under.
Looking like a late all-star push out there.
Jordan Canada saying, wait a minute there, rookie. Let me show you how it's done. Draws the foul, and she'll get 2 at the free throw.
To get out in transition and score inside of the paint.
First of the pair goes down for Jordan Canada. She's been pretty solid from the free throw line. A couple of substitutions for Atlanta as Alisha Gray will take a seat. That's the importance of finding a way to convert on the other end.
Absolutely, and that's where the Dream hurt this Washington team. The last time that they played them, they forced turnovers, they scored off of those, and that's where the Dream are tops in the WNBA in that category, as another guard in Flores scores easy too, gets behind the defense.
It's a mentioning as well that Nas Hillman is back on the floor for Atlanta. Backdoor cut by Ryan Howard for 2.
Notice Atlanta not slowing. They're just getting the ball out, make her miss and going.
Another turnover for the Mystics. Jordan Canada with another bucket off of a turnover, and this is the type of defense that Atlanta has shown throughout the season and have scored on every turnover from the Mystics. Off the bounce, and it looks good for Michaela Onyenwere.
She's just, even if it's a broken play or a set play.
Had a career-high 30 points against Portland. Just to mention, too, the previous 3 games, she only had a combined 11 points. Angel Reese on the board with a tough take.
And that's how you respond to no calls from the referee. You go back and you get it.
Shakira Austin in the trail, gets the ball at the top of the key. Michaela looking for an angle, So look up Tahina Pow on the floor for Atlanta. Izzy Borrelais on the baseline, accepts the screen from Angel Reese. She's so crafty in the paint, but couldn't connect on the put. Lucy Olsen also in the game for the Mystics. The bounce pass eaten up, and Izzy Borrelais comes up with her first steal. Travel, she thought the trail for Naz Hillman was there. Instead, it's the first turnover for the Atlanta Dream.
And we're seeing more of that from Borrelais, or lack of pass from Borrelais, is a chemistry thing.
Olsen, too strong to the rookie out of UCLA, Lauren Betts. Couldn't bring it in, so that will bring us to our first break of the ball game. Atlanta as all-star GMs as part of the continued celebration, so that's going to be really exciting. Again, that's Saturday, July 25th. And don't worry, you can continue to see if Atlanta will place their starters for the reserves.
Hopefully they got a few options in there, because there are definitely some deserving players on the floor. So Cott almost gets her own offensive read.
One of the general managers. Could it possibly be that Angel Reese is her first pick, being one of her former coaches?
I love the connection that you made there. It's got me shaking my head, because I'm saying yes. Hopefully that is the case.
10 on the shot clock. Olsen sends it to Lauren Betts. Lauren Betts trying to shoot over Medina Okad and gets the bucket. That is a range where we've shown.
Though she got pushed way out and just rose over the defense and made the shot.
Off the mark for the 3. Here comes Georgia Amor on the left side of your screen.
Excellent recognition. Route got switched off on her. There's just no matchup when they're one-on-one that close to the rim.
Pull up for Izzy, nothing there. Naz Hillman with the rebound. And she turns down the 3. One too many steps, just a hesitation on the shot.
One of the best offensive players from across the pond. She has to be able to be confident in that shot, because that's exactly what her teammates and Carl Smesko wants her to do. No hesitation in the 3 ball.
Aletha Flores sends it outside, and a bucket goes, and Washington find the lead by 1. Washington, who put up the most points they had in franchise history in that 4 overtime win against Portland, 124 points. They are without Sonia Citron,